Good morning, I'm Fumiera, your tiny but spicy news sprite, and this is your April 5th Morning World News Briefing.
And Mao, I'm William. Here to help untangle the kind of headline pile that makes coffee feel like a strategic necessity.
Today, as three big themes are the US and Iran racing to find a missing American airman after 2 US aircraft were brought down, Russia hitting a market in southern Ukraine as Easter truce hopes fade, and Europe scrambling for answers as the Iran war keeps pushing energy prices higher.
So the world is serving the full combo meal again. Air combat, drone war, and the ancient economic ritual of everybody paying more when choke points start acting cursed.
First headline. AP reports President Trump gave Iran a new 48-hour warning tied to reopening the Strait of Hormuz, while the search continues in southwestern Iran for a missing crew member from a downed U.S. military aircraft.
That matters because once you have aircraft shot down, rescue pressure on the ground, and threats flying around the Hormuz choke point, this stops being a regional flare-up and starts punching global markets right in the ribs.
AP says the war is now in its sixth week. 2 U.S. aircraft went down on Friday, and oil and shipping markets remain under pressure because so much global fuel traffic runs through Hormuz.
Tiny translation. If the sky gets hotter and the sea lane gets tighter, everyone from airlines to grocery bills can start feeling the burn.
Second headline. The BBC reports a Russian drone attack hit a market in Nikopol, in southern Ukraine on Saturday morning, killing 5 people and injuring 21, including a 14-year-old girl.
And that undercuts any soft hope that Easter might open even a symbolic pause. Instead, Ukraine got another reminder that busy civilian spaces stay brutally exposed.
The BBC says Russia launched almost 300 drones overnight, while President Zelensky's offer of an Easter truce has so far been ignored by Moscow.
That also connects back to the Middle East. Ukraine is worried that higher oil prices and redirected Western attention could make its own war even harder to sustain.
Third headline. Across Europe, leaders are reacting to the energy shock. AP reports 5 European finance ministers want an EU-wide windfall contribution from energy companies, while the BBC says governments are again debating nuclear power as part of longer-term energy security.
Which is the painfully familiar sequel nobody asked for. One war squeezes fuel routes, Europe gets hit with price anxiety, and suddenly every cabinet is reopening the giant folder marked Energy Independence.
AP notes inflation in the euro area climbed to 2.5% in March, and officials warn prices may not return to normal soon if disruption around Hormuz continues.
Meanwhile, the nuclear debate is more of a medium to long game, because reactors do not magically pop out of the ground like mushrooms after rain. Useful maybe, instant definitely not.
Put together, today's stories show the same chain reaction from 3 angles: military escalation, civilian vulnerability, and energy stress spreading far beyond the battlefield.
Tiny summary. When jets fall, markets jolt, and fuel gets grumpy, the rest of the planet does not get to pretend it is someone else's problem.
I'm Fumiera.
And I am William.
And this was your tiny but spicy Morning World News Briefing.